Good morning, YouTubers, family, and friends. This is Edward here on this fine morning in northwestern Mindanao Island, deep in the jungle of the Philippines, at the Golden Palace Tower and swimming pool. It's a kind of a special day today because today is August 3, 2023, 7 a.m., 79 degrees. And August 3 is my birthday. 60 years old today. 60 years old, my gosh. It's just another day in the life. We have no plans of celebration. We just have a good meal. I have no cake because I'm very poor. At least right now I'm poor. Maybe a couple years from now, if I ever get Social Security, I'll be and have more of a money situation. But you know, life isn't all about money, and that's why I like being poor sometimes. And that's why I tried to teach my older children that, you know, when it's good times, whether it's health or money or a wonderful thing that just happened in your life, whatever, right? Always cherish it and relish it and remember it, because this life on this world is not all happiness. The cycle of life is up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's just the way it is. It's kind of, it looks hazy and foggy because that's neighbors burning in the morning. So depending on if there's no breeze, sometimes I get that smoke lingering around. But yeah, relish the good times. Keep the memories well in your head and thank God for those times. And really, we should thank God even for the difficult, hard times and the trials that He gives us, because that's part of the test. Because that's what this earth is, a test, period. This earth is only a testing ground. It is not the final destination. It's the journey. Always relish the journey. Enjoy the journey as much as you can. Try to have a victory in Christ, no matter if your life that day going well or not going well. Because it's a spiritual battle, right? Good and evil. It's a spiritual battle within your mind and heart and soul every day of your life on this earth. And most of the time, you're gonna lose. Good morning, Ate. Good morning, Dixie. Good morning. That's Ate, my son John's caregiver, and her daughter. She was the one in the video that was baptized in the river just down the road a piece about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. So the solar inverters are just now kicking in, getting a little bit of sun. And this here wiring, temporary wiring, is for the limiter, which prevents solar power from going onto the grid right now. But just after a couple months of exploratory into the laws of in the Philippines, I'm sad to say that it was on the table for a while where solar producers were able to make an income, but it's not like that anymore. They changed the law and amended it during the exploratory period of the renewed energy policy for the country, and all the utilities didn't want any of the solar producers to be able to make any kind of an income off of solar by making extra solar power and giving it to the grid. The utilities, as greedy as they are on their little kingdom, didn't want anyone else. They didn't want competition at all. So I signed a net metering agreement grudgingly, but you have no choice in the way it's written. And I'm telling you right now, I spent lots of time researching this and got legal advice, everything, and there's nothing I can do. So that's a sad day for the common man again, by the powerful corporations. They have a lock because the powerful corporations are in bed with the governments, right? They scratch each other's backs, so to say. You know what I mean by that, you know, pushing dinero in each other's pockets, you know, in the way of tax breaks to the corporations and in the way of kickbacks to politicians. It's common practice all throughout the world. And the common little guy always gets smashed. But I will get a small advantage by having my meter installed. Guys, now that I've signed the net metering agreement, they're going to be out next week and install the net meter, or the export meter, right here where this breaker switch is. This is just here as a temporary breaker removed for REC, which is, that's where your export meter is going to sit next to my import meter. So then they'll calculate that every month on my bill, how much I'm actually putting onto the grid of my solar power, how much I'm making and giving to them. So that accumulation is put on my monthly bill, and if I'm making more power than I use for my solar, then that accumulates, and then the following month I can draw from those credits. So power I use at night, because I don't have a battery bank, right? Because battery banks are a losing proposition. I know, because I've had both off-grid and grid tie systems my entire life. This is my 4th solar system, and so I know what I'm talking about through personal experience. So batteries are not the way to go. If you have a ton of extra money to burn, yeah, batteries are a good deal. But if you're on a tight budget and you don't have extra money to blow, batteries are a bad deal. So batteries are good for if you don't have a generator. Then you can have power if the grid goes down in a blackout, right? But they last maybe 5 to 10 years, then they're kaput, and they're expensive. It doubles the cost of this system I bought here. It would have doubled the cost of it if I would have got a comparable battery bank for my needs. So that's big money, right? So I choose not to do that. But anyway, I'll be able to basically have a zero bill. Right now, I reduced my bill. My current solar system setup right now, I reduced it from $30,000 per month to $10,000 per month. Right, so that's what I've been paying since last October. Is approximately 10,000 pesos per month, which is $200. And I was at 30,000 pesos, right? So that was $600 per month on my electric needs here, where I was before. So now that I'm at 10,000, pesos per month or $200 per month. Once I get that meter, I'll be able to drop my bill to zero because I oversize my panel system. So I have, it's a 15 kW system, and so that I only need really between, I don't know, 8 and 10 kW. So I'm oversupplied on what my panels put out. So that'll all go to the grid. I'll get my credits, and then I'll use those credits to drop my bill to zero or near zero. At least that's the plan. We're going to see once the meter gets installed. But it should be where my monthly bill is zero throughout the entire year. And then at the end of the year, I have to use up that power somehow. So to turn on all the lights like December, if I have a big bank of extra positive credits that I need to burn because I lose it. It's use it or lose it. That's the rule. They're all credits are forfeited at the end of the year, December 31st. So in December, I'd be burning every single light, every single air con unit. I could plug in a ton of Christmas lights, and have a massive light show, which that's probably what I'm going to do. So the whole community enjoys Christmas lights in December. That's probably my plan. Or sub-cell power, and I don't know if I can do that, but that's another option I can do because I have relatives and family that live right behind my place here that I can run a line and a meter to, and charge them half price. You know what I mean? And that's an option too that I'm thinking about. So however it turns out, I'll try to make the best advantage of it as I can, since I'm not going to be earning anything from the utility on it, because they all got together and refused to pay any solar producers for their credits. So, which is stealing, but somehow they persuaded the government that stealing from the people is okay. That tells you something right there. That's in black and white too. It's in black and white that stealing from the people is okay. Honestly, I have all the legal documents on it. So I don't know if they have a RICO law, like racketeering, because that's exactly what that is. And I don't know if they have that here in the Philippines, but that's what it is. So for now, I'm gonna have to live with it. If I was a billionaire, I'd probably file a case, but I'm not a billionaire, so maybe I'll message Manny Pacquiao and tell him about what's going on with that, because he's a senator too, right? And as far as I know, the man is a pretty stand-up guy in his whole life. He's from what I know of him, he's an honest, wonderful person, spirit-filled, holy Christian. So that's the guy I really should get a hold of. And I might just do that. Good idea, Todd. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go. It's my birthday today, so I'm just actually gonna relax. And actually, I have to clean the pool because we have another private booking occasion, the pool in the function hall tomorrow. So, and then we have another one on the 6th. So the 4th, we had one on the 2nd, the 4th, and the 6th. So 3 private occasions in 1 week. That is a record in 1 week, but in a month, that's a tie of our record for bookings. So if we get one more in the month of August, that'll be a new record for us. So we've been open for 1 month, or 1 year and 2 months, because we opened the end of June, so not quite 2 months, but just a little over a year, basically, you can say. And that's how long the pool's been open, and we've had a lot of good, wonderful time by a lot of people sharing our pool by donation. That's how this is. It's not a business. We share by donation. So, because it costs us, chlorine, cleaning of the pool, the filters, just the general maintenance of the pool. I mean, it's a job, right? And it costs money to keep it nice and pristine and crystal clear blue. I work hard to keep it very, very nice. Hi, John. John's morning swim. Hey, buddy. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, bud. Good morning. Yeah. He swims twice a day, most of the time. So, okay, love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And be safe out there. Motorcycles are a death trap. I mean it. When I was in the hospital last week for a couple days, I seen it with my own eyes. The terribleness, right? And all the children and people walking on the roads here in the Philippines. I saw a little child, right, 6 or 7 years old, get hit by a car, and his leg was just mangled, and he had to sit there all drugged up in pain waiting for the doctor overnight because no doctors at night. Yeah. So stay off the roads. Please stay off the roads and stay off motorcycles, because you're gonna get hurt or die or kill someone else or hurt someone else with the motorcycle. 100 times more risky than being in a vehicle by far. So it's just a friendly, loving warning on that. Yeah, I realize that most people can't afford a car, but you know what? Some of these families have 2, 3 motorcycles. Why waste your money on it? Save your money. Buy a secondhand car or van or truck. Then you have a chance. The risk goes so down for injury of your family. If you really love your children, love your family, go without. Ride trikes or whatever and save your money and get a car. I mean it. So, love you guys. So take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.